To develop self-discipline, there is much to learn from inspiring figures like the Roman philosopher Marcus Aurelius. He was not only an emperor, but also a remarkable thinker who left a lasting legacy through his Meditations, a personal record of reflections and ideas. Aurelius, one of Rome's last 5 good emperors, reigned from 161 to 180 AD. Despite the responsibilities of ruling an empire, he found time to record his reflections on self-discipline, offering powerful insights that resonate even today. Exploring his Meditations reveals valuable lessons on how to cultivate this crucial quality. Aurelius didn't just discuss abstract theories, but shared tangible practices. He emphasized the importance of patience and understanding, showing how moderation and consistency are essential in achieving self-discipline. Here are 10 of the most important insights on self-discipline from Marcus Aurelius's writings. 1. Finding your purpose. Finding purpose is an ongoing quest in life, and Marcus Aurelius, with his timeless wisdom, reminds us of this with his words. Our life is what our thoughts make it. He deeply believed that each of us has a role to play, a task we were destined for. It is this purpose that gives us a sense of direction and motivation. Think of a daily situation. Imagine being stuck in traffic. Your purpose is to reach somewhere. Despite frustration, you maintain focus on that goal. It's the clarity of that purpose that drives you forward, even in the face of obstacles. According to Aurelius, self-discipline stems from commitment to this purpose. If you want to become a skilled musician, it's through daily practice that you approach that goal. If you aspire to be a leader, it's by acting with integrity and responsibility that you move towards it. The Roman philosopher encourages us to start, to take the first steps towards our goals. If your purpose is to write daily, as he did in his Meditations. If you aim to be a master in the art of painting, paint incessantly, for it is practice that leads to mastery. For Aurelius, self-discipline is not just about motivation, but about commitment to what is essential to you. He invites us to face each day as an opportunity to progress towards our goals, because it is purpose that propels us, gives us inner strength, and keeps us committed to our personal journey. 2. Count on yourself. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, love the discipline, for it will set you free. Marcus Aurelius encourages us to strengthen our determination, control our impulses, and keep our focus on established goals. Imagine Marcus Aurelius' journey as Emperor of Rome. He not only had a clear purpose, but also devised strategies and specific actions to rule a vast and complex empire. Like him, it is necessary to create a detailed action plan to achieve our own goals. Self-discipline requires commitment to the small steps along the way, regardless of the challenges that arise. It's the persistence, even in the face of difficulties, that propels us forward. If you want to become an excellent cook, for example, commit not only to the idea, but to daily practices in the kitchen, trying new recipes, studying culinary techniques, and persisting even when dishes don't turn out as planned. Marcus Aurelius emphasized the importance of setting deadlines and milestones. These smaller goals divide the path into manageable parts, allowing for steady progress. Similar to how the emperor divided governance goals into different areas of the empire to manage them more effectively. This approach not only maintains focus, but also avoids overload, an obstacle to self-discipline. The feeling of overwhelm can lead to procrastination and interrupt our progress. Aurelius reminds us that it is in daily discipline, consistent action, and commitment to our plans that we find true freedom. 3. Be present every day. Marcus Aurelius teaches us, Happiness depends on three things: being in harmony with nature, being in harmony with time, and being in harmony with others. Marcus Aurelius' life as an emperor exemplifies this persistence. He faced a series of challenges, battling barbarian invasions and internal crises while seeking the well-being of the Roman Empire. His constancy and commitment to governance and ethical principles are noteworthy. Aurelius emphasizes the importance of being present every day, of showing up and engaging with the work. He reminds us that building life happens step by step, and it is crucial to celebrate every small achievement along the way. Just as he governed the empire through daily action and effort, we are challenged to work towards our goals every day. The Roman philosopher encourages us to build mental discipline through regular practice, through constant attendance to our craft or mission. If you aspire to be a high-performing athlete, for example, it is necessary to attend training and physical preparation regularly, even on days when motivation is low. Self-discipline, according to Aurelius, is the art of consistency, of the ability to persist even in the face of failures. He reminds us that a slip-up doesn't define our character, but it's our ability to continue, to persevere, that shapes us into disciplined and resilient individuals. When you wake up, remember, each new day is a new opportunity to move towards your goals. It's in this daily focus, this constant presence, that we find the strength to shape our lives towards fulfillment and success. 4. Practice voluntary suffering. Marcus Aurelius said, "The best revenge is to be unlike your aggressor." When considering self-discipline, he reminds us of the importance of voluntary suffering. Aurelius's life was marked by numerous trials as emperor. He faced political crises, military challenges, and personal issues, demonstrating resilience and discipline in each adversity. His own life is an example of how suffering can shape character. Voluntary suffering, according to Aurelius, is a means to strengthen self-discipline. It involves testing our limits daily, making choices that put us in uncomfortable situations. It's like training for adversity, preparing us to better handle real challenges. Imagine choosing to face the discomfort of skipping a meal intentionally, feeling cold by leaving your coat at home on a rainy day, or even temporarily depriving yourself of the comforts of social media or your smartphone. These are seemingly simple actions that exercise our ability to deal with scarcity and discomfort. Aurelius reminds us that by practicing voluntary suffering, we build a deeper understanding of living with less and facing discomforts. It's a way to prepare ourselves for situations where we may need these skills. By becoming comfortable with voluntary discomfort, we strengthen our resilience and discipline to face bigger challenges when they arise. 5. Practice the dichotomy of control. Marcus Aurelius teaches us, don't let your mind become hostage to external events. When addressing self-discipline, he invites us to practice the dichotomy of control. It's about clearly discerning what is within and what is outside our control. Aurelius' life as a Roman emperor was filled with external challenges, but his attitude towards these events is what set him apart. He emphasized that real control is over our minds, our actions, and our reactions, not over external events that we cannot directly influence. Imagine working on an important project and being interrupted by concerns about external events beyond your control. The principle of the dichotomy of control reminds us to assess if we have the power to change or influence a certain situation. If yes, we act. If not, we accept and release the worry. Aurelius instructs us to apply this simple reasoning in moments of distress. If there is no problem in your life, there is no need for worry. If there is a problem, question whether there's something you can do about it. If yes, act. If not, accept and free yourself from worry. By practicing this dichotomy, we strengthen our self-discipline. We don't get lost in concerns and distress about what is beyond our control, but focus our efforts and energy on what we can influence. It is in this awareness and acceptance that we find serenity and strength to face adversities. 6. Never play the victim. Marcus Aurelius warns us, "Do not allow your mind to be troubled by things you can't control. Do not be enslaved by your body nor your reputation. Do not let yourself be attracted to things that are not natural." In his philosophy on self-discipline, he cautions us against the victim mindset, emphasizing the importance of taking responsibility for our lives. Aurelius's life as a Roman emperor was riddled with challenges and adversities. He understood that blaming others or circumstances doesn't lead to personal growth. Instead, he highlighted the importance of taking charge of situations and our own actions. Consider moments where you might have used excuses to justify your current situation. Perhaps you've said, "I've always been this way," or "My parents didn't teach me any differently." Aurelius reminds us that such justifications might be comfortable, but don't lead to progress. It's by taking responsibility that we can make real changes in our lives. The Roman emperor invites us to train our minds to resist self-pity and the victim mentality. Even when we're not directly at fault, we must take control and take steps to rectify situations. This is the hallmark of true mental strength. When we play the victim, we relinquish control over our lives. Aurelius warns us about the trap of absolving oneself of personal responsibility. Only by owning our actions and decisions can we truly move forward towards progress and self-development. 7. Practice delayed gratification. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "So, what were you born to do as a human being? Instead of feeling pleasure, were you made to do and experience things?" The practice of delayed gratification, according to the Roman emperor, is a demonstration of our ability to defer what we desire in the present for greater benefits in the future. Marcus Aurelius's life was dedicated to serving the Roman Empire. He faced challenges, resisted temptations, and prioritized his duty over personal desires. His journey is a testament to the power of self-discipline and postponing gratification for a greater good. Consider a daily situation, such as an office party during a diet. When faced with tempting snacks, it's a moment of choice between immediate satisfaction and future reward. Indulging might provide instant pleasure, but could compromise the diet. However, resisting temptation will result in greater benefits in the future, like achieving the desired weight loss goal. The ability to delay gratification is tied to self-discipline. It's the capacity to resist immediate rewards for larger, more significant goals in the future. Aurelius reminds us that this practice is crucial for achieving our purposes, prioritizing work and accomplishment over the pursuit of momentary pleasure. By delaying gratification, we invest in future outcomes, sacrificing immediate pleasure for greater and more significant achievements. It's this balance between immediate desire and long-term achievement that defines true self-discipline. 8. Ignore the critics. Marcus Aurelius teaches use. Do not waste time on what others say or think. It's of no consequence to you. In addressing self-discipline, he warns us about the influence of critics and the weight we give to others' negative opinions. The life of the Roman emperor was marked by political, military, and personal challenges. Amidst these struggles, he recognized the importance of standing firm against criticism and external opposition. Imagine following an unconventional path in pursuit of your goals. Along this path, you attract attention and criticism from others. Aurelius highlights that critics often fear progress and oppose everything. Their words can undermine self-discipline if we allow it. The Roman philosopher warns us, Giving importance to the opinions of strangers is wasting energy. The voices of critics do not deserve to disrupt our peace of mind. Instead, we should seek feedback from reliable and respected sources, people whose opinions we value and respect. Aurelius encourages us to ignore persistent critics, especially those whose criticism is frequent and baseless. He reminds us not to allow the opinions of people we don't know or respect to affect our journey or shake our self-discipline. Instead, it's crucial to focus on the opinions of trusted individuals and ignore those who tend to criticize out of habit. 9. Find wise people to mirror. Marcus Aurelius guides us. Seek out people whose behavior is better than yours and endeavor to follow their example. In discussing self-discipline, he emphasizes the importance of finding mentors and role models to strengthen our own journeys. During his reign as a Roman emperor, Aurelius often sought advice and examples from respectable and wise figures around him. He recognized the value of learning from those who possessed wisdom and self-discipline in areas he sought to improve. Imagine aiming to achieve a specific goal or cultivate a habit. Instead of facing this challenge alone, Aurelius encourages us to identify people who have already achieved what we seek. They might be friends, family, colleagues, or even historical figures who have left a legacy of wisdom. Aurelius encourages us to ask, who has achieved what we desire? Who demonstrates self-discipline in this area? These are the people we can look to as examples and mentors. By associating with them and learning from their experiences, we can strengthen our own self-discipline. The Roman philosopher motivates us to actively seek advice and insights from those we admire and respect for their achievements and self-discipline. By learning from these figures, we can model our own journeys towards success and the self-discipline we aim to achieve. 10. Perform an honest review of your day. Marcus Aurelius inspires us. The rational soul is self-aware, self-examines, and self-determines. It reaps its own harvest. In instructing us about self-discipline, he emphasizes the importance of honest and consistent self-assessment to enhance our awareness and self-mastery. During his rule as a Roman emperor, Aurelius was known for his practice of daily reflection and self-examination. He recognized the need to connect with himself, identify weaknesses, and areas for improvement to strengthen his governance and self-discipline. Imagine taking time at the end of the day to reflect on your actions. Aurelius encourages us to ask crucial questions. Where did we excel today? When was our discipline challenged, and how did we cope? Where did we fail and why? This honest review allows us to identify areas for improvement. It's crucial, however, not to be overly critical of oneself. Aurelius reminds us of the importance of self-forgiveness and compassion for our own shortcomings. Studies show that forgiveness, rather than self-criticism, prevents procrastination and drives continuous improvement. Aurelius advises us not only to focus on mistakes, but also to acknowledge our successes. Expressing gratitude for the good that happened throughout the day allows us to repeat such positive actions in the future. By conducting this honest and constructive review, we are planting the seeds for personal growth and the development of self-discipline. It's this continuous process of self-assessment that helps us constantly improve and move towards our goals with more awareness and determination.